Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. It is me, B from Mama is Busy. If you are new here, hit a like and I hope you subscribe. This channel is all about encouragement. It is about entrepreneurship. It is just the place to be. If you just want a little bit of something to get you going, this is where you want to be. If you are my regular snaggulars, thank you so much for joining us yet again. I'm not going to keep y'all quick because, I know y'all busy. God knows I'm busy. So it's story time. I just got a little something I want to share with you really, really quick. So this weekend we were super busy. And at our venue, we had parties from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Sometimes we had dual parties. Saturday, I think we just had dual parties at the venue. So while I was there, because I was decorating for one event, and while I was there, a thought came to me, and it was a thought that something that happened to me when I was young. I remember being in an area. So I'm an event planner. I am a event stylist. You name it, I've done it. I do balloon art, you name it, I've done it. So last week when the thought came up, I remember being young and being in a field, and I was creating like some sort of business, like a carnival. And I said, I'm going to charge all the kids in the neighborhood to come to this carnival. And I went down there, me and a couple other kids. We worked on that carnival for days, taking little things out of our home, trying to make it a beautiful place for people to come. Of course, they were going to pay to get in. So I said, oh, God, wow, I had entrepreneurship when I was young. Like, I remember hanging out at friends' house and wanting to make a store and just always doing something with entrepreneurship. So this particular time, I'm down in the field and I'm excited about doing it. And we're like, oh, we're gonna open up our little place maybe on Saturday. I don't remember the exact dates. But we were so excited about doing it, and we were telling all the other kids in the neighborhood that this is what we're going to do. Well, lo and behold, the time came, and we didn't open it. I don't even remember what happened, but I do remember leaving one evening when we were down there and coming up the street to my home. The thought that I had bugged me out because it was an automatic negative thought, and at that time I didn't know what that was. I was a kid. I didn't know. But it happened again. That thought happened. It was a thought to tell me that I couldn't do it. It was a thought. And when I had that thought, fear came. In the pit of my stomach, I felt some kind of way. And I thought to myself, oh my God. And I'm talking about now in the present. Like, what would make me think that? Why am I feeling that way, And then I thought about it. I was like, aha, that thought came to stop me. And then, again, I had to be like maybe 10 at that time. Then hanging out with a friend, and she lived right across the street from me. They had an old shed in their backyard. We're working on that shed every day because we're thinking, we're going to turn this shed into a store. Now, we worked on the shed for a couple of days, and then it stopped me because I started having these thoughts. Now, mind you, everybody's just doing it with us, and we're like, oh, we're going to go to the corner store to buy whatever they had in their store, and then we'll bring it back and have it in our store so all the neighborhood kids can come to our store. So then, even then, I had an entrepreneur in me. And I would get frustrated because I'm trying to figure it out. I would be thinking about this all day thinking about making this money. And then the thing hit me was, well, why would they go around the corner? Why would they come here and buy it from us when they can go around the corner and get it and probably get much more because they'll have a variety? So I stopped. And I realized that as an adult, as I was decorating for the event, I started having these thoughts. You have got to get to the place where you forget about the thoughts, because the thoughts are coming to try to stop you. God has placed in each and every one of us greatness. In order for you to get that greatness out, it's going to have to take courage, and it's going to have to take great faith. What he put in you, it's almost like a diamond in coal. You see the coal, but if you put the right pressure, you'll see the diamond. And in us, we are going to have to go through some things for that greatness to come out of us. So you might be a doctor. The only way you're going to become a surgeon is by you going to school. So you have to do what's necessary to get that greatness in you. Everybody doesn't have that. Everybody doesn't have a desire to be a doctor, much less have the willpower to go to school for all of those years, So you have that. God has placed that in you, And when I thought about that, I said, oh my God, here I'm overthinking everything. And the funny thing is, when I overthink it, it would stop me to go further. And I don't understand whatever it is. So I would stop because I couldn't figure it out, but it would cause me to stop. Now, in our venue, there are some things that's coming up that I don't understand and I don't have all the answers to. But I realized that was a pattern to cause me to stop. So with that being said, Biette, what are you going to do? Are you going to stop? Are you going to stop here because you don't know certain things of the business? Or are you going to ask God for wisdom and search for the information? Because after you ask God, you don't just sit there like it's going to float down from heaven on your head. No, he's going to give you the path that you need to, if it's going to the internet, asking people, but he will give you what you need. So what I'm saying, what is the big idea here? What am I trying to tell you? Don't let your thoughts stop you. When you start to plan to start your business, to write the book, don't allow the thoughts of your little girl, the thoughts of the little boy stop you. You can do it. You have what it takes. So I just thought about it. I was like, oh my God, honestly, I'm not going to say I wasted so much time, but I see the pattern. I totally forgot about that. So when I thought about, oh my gosh, I was so young then, and those thoughts stopped me. Of course, I'm 10. Wasn't nobody coming down there to be come to the roller coasters, come to the carnival and get on our little rides. I didn't want to get on our rides. But the fact is, God gave me thoughts at such a young age to be an entrepreneur. I want you to look at the things God gave you when you were small. Look at the things you did when you got around your friends and played. I'm telling you, nothing happens for a reason. I look at my daughter. From the time she was small, she was singing, listening to music, dancing, performing. This isn't something that I pushed her into. I remember her being 3, going to school, and the teachers, every weekend we were at their school because they had some kind of show. And my daughter would be the one who actually orchestrated it at 3 and 4. Let's do a show. Let's do a show. That's something God put in her. I told my good friend, I said, let me say this. I said, we were having a conversation, and I said, you have to look at the things that you've done when you were smaller and the things that you absolutely love to do. And it will point you to where you should be going next. It would point you in your life's path. You love to do hair. You love braiding hair. You love all things hair. And you think that that's just a hobby. No. Get you some education. And when I say education, I'm not saying go to cosmetology school. Excuse me. All of that may not be necessary. But go to YouTube. Find some information that you can about cosmetology, about natural hair, about wigs. You know, there's so much variety when it comes to hair. You have wigs. This is, there's just so much out there. But there's nothing new under the sun. What God put in you was there when you were small. What was it that you loved to do when you were a kid? And it just came natural. That's the thing that you're called to do. Hands down. That's the thing. So I just wanted to stop in to tell you, one, shut out all of the chatty in your head. Shut out all of the negative thoughts, all of the you can't do this, all of the woulda, coulda, shouldas, and go for it. And when I say go for it, and I say it all the time, that it is what God created you to do. Don't allow thoughts from people and thoughts from yourself to stop you. Okay, so that's it. I just needed to share that because if I'm having these crazy thoughts of self-sabotage, because that's what it is. If I'm having these thoughts that can cause me to sabotage myself and cause me not to move on, then somebody else out there might be having it too. So please comment down below. Is there anything that you've dealt with that is stopping you from going out there and being great? Please share, because you sharing may help someone, okay? I do thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I thank you so much for spending time with me. I pray that you have a wonderful day. Hit like. This is your call to action. Ooh, hit like and subscribe. Be blessed.